Hi, how are you? My name is Luis Aguilar. I am business owner here in the city of Del Monte, long-time resident in this community. And today we're going to talk about why it's important the tax profession. I had 22 years as a tax expert in the city. I had done taxes for many people, individual and corporations. But today I'm going to tell you the 5 myths about the tax operation. You need to be a CPA or you need to be an accountant to do taxes? No, because it's based on the law. The law is coming from the IRS. It's the laws that the Congress signed every year to increase or decrease or tax liability for every individual or corporation. What it's about training, a fiction and a prediction to be dealing with people. That's what is the tax operations. Are you willing to deal with a business that entitled to have a lot of people around you and guide them in a way that you can help them, and more than anything, that's the tax operation, and it can be done really easily. Another second myth that exists is learning tax preparation could take years. No, actually it takes a little training because we had to interpret the law, and this is based in discipline and sacrifice for 10 weeks in order to you get the knowledge that you need and be registered at least in California for 60 hours and you get your accreditation to practice and do taxes for somebody else. And I take years of practice to do it, but the better you do this sooner, because you can feel comfortable in the area that you can also produce some kind of income for you. Number 3 is it's expensive to have your own business, tax business, so maybe practice in your own profession. No. You can start most of the classes, probably they go around in less than $1,000, depending who you want to take it and what training you have to do. But you can even start it in my company for $300 and other companies for $350 or $200, depending the experience of the instructor. Something can advise you to do it. Pick the right school, pick the right professional that can help you to understand in a very realistic way how you can use this tax knowledge to help other people and profit yourself so you can set a good business. Number 4 is a tax operation boring. It all depends. A lot of people think that there's a lot of mathematics involved. I can tell you something. It's so simple that if you know how to add, subtract, divide, and multiply, you're fine. But you had to be a business people. You had to like people. You really had to smile and blend with your taxpayers and the community to understand how you can help them and guide them. In a way, it takes a little bit of everything, but you become the counselor they need from the financial tax point to help them to grow and do better every year so you can gain their price. The tax operation is seasonal. I will say yes and no, depending how good you are in business. Seasonal because we had a deadline to file taxes, which is most of the time April 15, at least it's a holiday mood to the next day. But there is people that they need more attention in detail when they prepare their taxes, so we provide them with extension as a solution to prepare better in a better way their taxes. So you can make it year round. There's people who own business, they need more analysis, more complex, and you cannot prepare it in a rush. You need to prepare it right. So you plan, do extensions, so you can help in extending this all these situations until October 15. Now, sometimes people file their taxes and they do it wrong or they miss something in a document, so they need amendments. And these amendments come handy most of the time June, July, August to December, and got to be fixed in some way. And most of the places that they went, they are closed. So you see opportunities, you create opportunities not only for tax planning, not only to preparing taxes or financial planning, but you produce opportunities for extra income and helping to do the right thing for the taxpayers' rights. Knowing the facts, what is the industry, what is has to be done, what qualifications you need to find in any tax preparer. It's very important that when you trust in any tax preparer, you always review their credentials. I registered with California. They are all the credentials. They had all the certifications from the IRS. If they promises to you to represent you with the IRS, if they can keep you records for more than 10 years and they don't close, and the end of the tax season, which most of the business do, it's very important that you had somebody accessible for you, so you can help him when so you gonna have changes in your life during the year, getting married, getting divorced, having kids, opening a business, selling or buy a business or home, or preparing for retirement. These questions you need answers, and you need somebody to support you. So it's very important to choose the right person to help you in that process. That's why tax preparation become important, because everything what we do in our life in a period of the year has tax implications, and it's going to be reflects in our financial life. So that's very important to have somebody handy to advise you on the best possible way to do the right thing, because everything has an effect. This person accessible is very important year round. It's a simple phone call. You don't have to go to the office. It's an email. With technology today, is no way to say I cannot communicate with my expert. So you need to have this person handy in your phone, because that's the more important phone number that you can have. Never sign a blank tax return. Why? Why is it important? Many people go with their friends, go in office because the price is cheap. They buy a tax software in home. Let me tell you something what the IRS always look. When you prepare your own taxes, or you with somebody else's certificate, or you go to a business for the price, if you don't pay attention what happened in the bottom of your tax return, the IRS will look in your taxes and they will audit you. Why? Because you need somebody who is certified to certify the information you input in your tax return. If that person is not certified, the IRS will look in your tax operation as maybe he doesn't know what he's doing. And look in the bottom of your tax return. It has to say the name of the company or the person who's preparing the taxes as a certified tax preparer. It doesn't have to say self-prepare, because that's what happens when you do any tax software. If your tax preparation is simple, maybe it can be done easily without tax software. But see, it's something complex that you don't understand, you better find the right professional. It's very important. And you avoid a lot of conflicts with the IRS. Can we review the entire return before we sign it? Yes, you need to ask questions. I'm going to tell you what a simple question nobody asks in the end, because the excitement sometimes. When you finish your tax preparation in front of your tax preparer, they always tell you, you're going to get you are getting refund back $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. That's great, but you need to ask, do I entitled to this money? Can you explain me how I get this refund back? Can you tell me what credits is the money coming from? It's because I overpay taxes? It's because I had some entitlements that the government is providing to me? It's a new credit because I never had this money before? Or why it's being reduced, or why I owe money today? All these little things need to be asked before you leave an office. And you need to go out with your mind clear what's going to happen to you next year, and how you can prevent these things to increase or decrease in your tax life. Do you pay taxes or you receive a refund? It's very important, because you don't have a clear mind in that way, then you don't know what's going to happen to you in the next years. It's very important you ask this question to any tax preparer and choose the right one, because that's going to be reflects in your financial life. Thank you.